Hey guys, it's me, KyrX here. I've got a new webcam here. So far, I hope it looks good. Apart from that, I don't really know how to start this off, but I did say I wanted to make vlogs, and here I am. So, the hell do I have? Oh, this is a list of things for me to do for the week. I started writing down lists, some things, just to get myself, going. Sometimes, oh, and a text message. Sometimes it takes just a small list of steps of things to do. But today I'm going to tell you a story. I like telling stories. I was deciding on whether to tell you about the clueless life of me or the most unreasonable person I've ever met. So I'm gonna go with the clueless life of me because more often than not, I always run into that situation where you're with a group of friends and you're always that one person who doesn't clue into what everybody's talking about. I'm that one guy. I don't know if you can relate, but I've got like the gaming group of friends, and then I've got the group of friends I grew up with. So even with both groups, it's just like I'm a hardcore gamer, but more often than not, I can't really relate to others. But I do like to get into like crazy deep discussions about other things. But for the clueless life of me, there was this one time at work. Here, I'll draw it out for you. It happened after a recent breakup, and then a couple months down the road. So what happened was I was at work, and then I was doing some work in the back, and then my coworker went up to help one customer, and then what I didn't know was that she was trying to set me up or something, but I totally didn't even give a crap at that point. I saw the person like afterwards. I realized they were quite a pretty girl, but didn't really do anything. Like the first thing to my mind was to my coworker was, why didn't you finish the transaction? You're like almost done. All she had to do was just swipe her credit card, put it in, and then that was it. It was done. I was like, what the hell? And then the second thought that I had was, oh man, she looks like she's suffering. Like she had like some watery red eyes, and like her cheeks look kind of swollen, and it was just she looked like she was suffering. I don't think I would ask anybody out at that point, or even like say anything. I would just want them to, get the stuff, get their medicine, and just go on their merry way and stop wasting their time. And so like to me that was already like bad timing. So my third thought was like, what the hell? So first thought was, what's going on? Two, oh my god, this girl is like suffering so bad. Three is just like, okay, I'm still don't get why my coworker didn't finish this. And four, and then I was just like, well, I turned around and asked her, what was that about? And then and then my coworker was like, Kevin, it was like, God, don't you get it? I'm just like, no. And then my boss was in the background too, watching all this, and he was just like laughing a little bit. And then my coworker was like, oh, I was trying to set you up with, and then my coworker that gave me the like nearly finished transaction saying, oh, I was just trying to set you up with like that girl there. I was like, oh, and then the sixth thought finally, or was that the fifth? Whatever. The last thought was like, oh, and then I remembered, oh yeah, she had a new face, and I was like, well, whatever. Bad timing. Clueless life of me. Didn't get it. Told a friend before, like I can't even tell if like somebody liked me or not. I'm friends with some people that actually dislike me, which is actually really weird. But that's the clueless life of me, when you don't get normal social mannerisms. I don't know if I should label myself actually antisocial in that sense, or if I'm actually just different. But everybody's different, so I'm not saying I'm special or anything. I'm just saying, I just don't really get the general consensus that people get in a social setting. Most of the times I'm actually just sitting there observing, so maybe I'm just a creeper instead. Shit. But anyways, that's the clueless life of me. Other times it's like my friends are all talking about, say for instance, I don't know, what do people talk about when they're in their teens? Oh yeah, sex. When I was in my teenagers, I was just thinking about like Ragnarok Online and Priston Tale and all these other games and things, and Dota 1 on Warcraft 3 every day on the Frozen Throne. That's how much of a nerd and geek I am. But everybody else was talking about like, oh, relationships of like dating like this person, and it's like It's like a whole circle. It's like in the high school area, everybody was just dating one another, and I was just like walking around just trying to be friends with people instead because I didn't really give a crap about dating at that point. But in terms of that, there's more stories about something like high school events. I'll tell you about them later. But I hope you enjoyed this short vlog. So, I mean, if you've ever caught yourself in that situation where you've had this clueless moment where everybody's talking about something, you just simply don't get it, don't think that you're very different. It's just that you're on a different level. Or a whole different universe, maybe even. So, take care. I'll see you all in the next story. Bye-bye for now. Holy crap, I just looked at myself in the preview and it looks like I got like destroyed or beat up or something. No, this is just my eczema, guys, so don't worry about it. There's not much I can do about it. I just have to live with it.